This is what makes these dresses work. Hey everyone, how are we doing? It is Wednesday. It's been quite a while since I've been able to film anything. I was home for a funeral and I didn't really have any time nor the want to film and do any type of work like that, so I apologize. It's been a little bit of a break. I am coming back to you though because show must go on, right? And I've just been busy and I go out of town next week, so if you see me filming in a couple of days in a weird place, it's probably in a hotel room in Dallas. Bam, bam, bam. So today I want to talk about the best way to find a wedding dress. And I went wedding dress shopping while I was home for the funeral because my mom was there and she really wanted to be involved. My best friend that I grew up with there, who's going to be one of my maids of honor, I'm going to have two. If you want me to talk more about that, just comment below. Anyway, it's all very complicated, but essentially I went with my parents, well, with my mom and my aunts who live in Denver, and also my friend. And we went to David's Bridal because it was close and easy and accessible, and I tried on a bunch of dresses. There was the one, of course. So me and my mom really have never ever gotten along, and with this whole wedding thing, she's like, you're not letting me be involved enough. And I'm like, you call me every single day. That should be involved enough. And I don't, like, I'm her only child, not let alone her only daughter. And so I want her to be involved. And so it's like this, like, it's slippery slope and like a line I need to walk and be careful and, you know, just let her be part of it as much as possible, but still make it be my own. So her one request for the whole wedding was, let me be involved in the dress and no strapless. And of course, this is like my life in a nutshell. The only dress I loved was strapless. So I came home and I went to 4 different stores. I tried on so many dresses by myself, by the way. And let me say, number one, when you're wedding dress shopping, take someone with you. And I don't have a lot of female friends where I live right now. Most of them are dispersed across the nation. After college, me and my lady friends just like dropped like marbles and scattered. So I don't have those people here that would support me that way, and that's okay with me. Most of the time I don't really like a lot of people paying attention to me, which is a problem for a wedding and for YouTube apparently. We'll address that at a later date. Like I was saying, I think that you should take someone with you, just because when you're staring at yourself in the mirror looking at a million different dresses, it is so helpful for, number one, someone to take your photo, which by the way, some salons won't let you take their photo. And my advice to you is don't go to those salons because their designers are so small, which is a good thing, but they're afraid that being photographed, their designs are going to get stolen. According to the salesperson who told me this, I don't know for sure. It seems like a bunch of bullshit to me. You can only take pictures of the dress after you purchase it. And anyway, that whole thing was very uncomfortable. I left that store immediately. But take someone with you. When you're staring at yourself in the mirror, it's so helpful to have other people fill the silence. You're sitting there, you're staring at yourself, you're like, I don't know, this is awkward as fuck. And then no one's there to say something about it behind you or titter amongst themselves. That's the hard part for me. Like, I just like having other people around. Like, I don't even want them, I don't really want their opinion. I could care less about their opinion, but what I really want is just them to just be there to support me, essentially. Thing number 2 about buying a wedding dress, think about your undergarments, because, and this is so crazy and I don't know what the science behind this is, when you go to David's Bridal and you try on a wedding gown, they put you in like a, I want to call it a bustier sort of deal, where it's like a bra but it goes all the way down to your hips, and then they put on a slip, and based on the type of gown you're trying on, it'll have fullness in a certain area. Like an A-line slip will be full to make it shoot out at the bottom, and a ball gown slip will be super big. That makes or breaks the dress. having yourself cinched up underneath the top just for comfort. Like I am very self-conscious about my body, but like just to feel cinched up and like tucked in and all together in a wedding dress sold me the dress at David's Bridal that was strapless that I ended up buying, which I will be adding a top piece to of some kind. I've hooked up with at least one alteration specialist who seems really awesome, and hopefully she can help me come up with something cool. But my dress doesn't actually get in for several more months, so I can't actually start working on that project for a while. Side note, if you want to go to another dress store, ask if they have a bra or undergarment, or bring your own to wear underneath. Cinching your body up, and you know, some dresses are really low backed or whatever, and they'll have bras for you, at least at David's Bridal. I don't know about other places, but they should at least have a standard bra for you, or bring just like a nude strapless bra, because it helps so much. And then if you're trying on a lot of A-line dresses like I did, and then you go from David's Bridal where they add the fullness and you're wearing the fullness slip, and then you go somewhere else and they don't have that, your dress is just not as, it just doesn't look right. And every dress you try on isn't gonna look right. And I didn't realize this till after I went back to David's Bridal and they put all those things back on underneath again, and I was like, this is what makes these dresses work. This underneath. I didn't even think about it because, you know, I was by myself. I was just trying to navigate the situation, let alone try and figure out why certain dresses look better on me than others. Put something underneath your dress that gives you structure, that makes you feel secure, that makes you feel good about yourself. If you have the things underneath, then you won't have to worry about your body. You can focus on the dress. And that, I think, is where I struggled the most. Now, am I unhappy with the dress I bought? Absolutely not. I love it. It's so simple and understated, just like me. Like, I'm not over the top. I don't like bling. I just like a little bit. It's a double lace layer. It's so beautiful. The train's not too long. If I want to, I haven't bought a veil yet, but I think I'm just gonna buy a veil without the front part. I can't remember what it's called. So anyway, that is my advice to you if you want to go buy a wedding dress. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, I am not gonna post pictures of the wedding dress at this point, because not that John really watches this channel, but he is so traditional, and I'm so not traditional, but he is so traditional. He does not want to see the dress till I am walking down that aisle, which honestly is very sweet. It's so cute. But yeah, no, I can't post anything that he'd have access to, because if he accidentally saw it, he will be so upset. So you guys will see it at the wedding with the video that I posted that, and that'll be a year from now. We are still trying to decide on a venue. I had another venue today, and remember, I'm going to tag that video above, but remember from my last video when I said, if you go to a venue, make sure they're straight up with you about their banquet fees. I called a venue today to confirm their prices, and at this point, 2 months after our first tour, they slipped in the 20% banquet fee. I don't know if she's like new and she just found out about the 20% banquet fee since our first tour, because that's possible. She said she was new during our first tour, or if she just was fucking sly about it, because that's not okay. Anyway, we will not be having our wedding there. Check out my Twitter. I'm gonna have a poll on there about what you guys want to see. I noticed that my cynical review of Ipsy versus Birchbox just did a little better than some of my other videos. And if you guys are interested in the cynical beauty guru, that's 100% the role I live in real life. And I would be happy to play that role for you, but I've been working really hard on just becoming a more positive person in general, moving away from my cynicism. But if you guys think that that would be entertaining and something you want to see, I am so happy to be my natural cynical self for you guys. I would love it. So let me know if that's a thing you would love. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in.